You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our featured presentation.
Hi, this is Del Morgado.
Hi, this is Tim Rose, who played Admiral Akbar in Return of the Jedi.
This is Kim Possible. Mandy Cowell here.
Hey everyone, it's Tammy Stronach from The Neverending Story.
This is Jeremy Taggart from the Taggart and Torrance podcast.
Hey, this is Loki Corn Cosplay.
Hey, I'm DJ Jenny Rock from Neil and Johnny Drink in the Park.
And I'm Neil Young from Neil and Johnny Drink in the Park. Johnny's best friend.
You're not my best friend.
You're my best friend.
No.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve-O.
Hello, this is Andrew Chalmers, the writer and doctor in Doctor Who Dark Journey.
Hey, what's cracking, y'all? It's your boy J-Rock. You know, I'm Sierra Era Igra. You're listening to Droids Canada podcast.
Enjoy your chimichanga.
Warning, listener discretion is advised.
That means there's a lot of fucking swearing.
Hello.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you gotta take a stand, it don't have to hide. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man, I can't let it slide. I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American, fight for what's right, fight for your life.
Were you just pointing at Hulk Hogan's butt?
Wouldn't you too?
I mean, so what did you say to me?
Is your love like a pile driver? Because that's a song, is it not, from the wrestling album?
That's what I was like, what are we just
I actually think
to?
is that the one that they all did together?
No, that was Land of a Thousand Dances. But no,
What was it
Pile
called
Driver, Your Love is Like a Pile Driver, I believe that was Coco Beware's song on the second wrestling album.
We'll find out. I mean,
Coco Beware,
oh
Pile
my
Driver, they got a music video. Look at it.
Oh my God.
There's so many sexual innuendos in this already, it's fucking hilarious.
But why is it Coco Beware's song?
Because Coco Beware, there was a Bam Bam Bigelow in it too.
That was Bam Bam, yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ, Honky Tonk?
I don't remember him.
Dr. Death.
What are we even
Steve?
doing right now?
One Man Gang. No. Oh,
Jimmy Hart? Hogan?
That man's back muscles, though.
Does he actually know how to sing?
Sometimes love is like a slow dance.
The song is called Pile Driver.
Hulk Hogan can be my pile driver.
Hulk Hogan!
No, like
this song is slowly giving me brain cancer.
No, wait for the kick.
Why is this happening?
That's Superstar Billy Graham.
Is this your revenge for that last video?
Jesus. What were they thinking?
I don't know, but why did we really just lose 3 minutes?
I have no idea.
I mean, we lost 34 minutes already tonight.
Dan and I were asking the same
what about
question.
what about Grab Them Cakes?
We're not putting which one?
Grab Them Cakes.
Is that on the screen?
It's a song. Grab Them Cakes.
Is that by Daniel Cormier when he was dancing, or is that all about the cake?
No, that is the intro theme for Junkyard Dog, buddy.
Tell you what, you guys sort this out. I'm gonna go shoot myself.
You're listening to Droids Canada podcast. You can find our award-nominated podcast on
Nominated.
Shut your mouth.
You can find our award-laminated podcast on.
What's wrong with laminating cards?
Laminating podcast.
That's a good idea. You should laminate them.
Fuck off, you're gonna get stabbed. Stitcher Radio, Tangible Network, Laughable, iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Electron Media Collective, Podcast out of Google Play, Point of Interest Network. Don't you fucking touch my shit.
Fingers.
You can find us on Facebook at Droids Canada, and of course you can find us on the Twitter at Droids Canada. Of course, find us on Instagram at _droids_Canada.
Oh.
Don't touch the board.
Slappings.
It's the same rule. Same rule of being in the car. You don't touch the radio.
Joke's on you. I touched it while you were in the bank.
Yeah?
Oh.
You wonder why I keep farting on you every chance I get. Alright, so let's a little bit on topic this time.
A little bit.
Okay, so I'm in the studio, of course, with Dan, the Italian Jedi, lived
Hello.
out his dream of talking to Boba Fett in front of a live studio audience.
We had a wonderful weekend at Nickel City Comic Con in Buffalo.
You are going to get fucking stabbed.
In Buffalo, New York, where we assisted with some panel moderation. Interviewing, and it was a jolly old time.
3 hours of panel moderation.
That will be posted sometime soon.
Well, whenever it finishes rendering, sure.
What?
Rendering has got to render.
Kind of like rendering. Slowly render the duck fat.
It's loading.
Slowly render the duck fat.
Why did I tell you to come over?
Want a pod? Sure.
Well, I mean,
Ding.
I felt like, we had the intentions of doing it all weekend before Daniella left to go back to America. Touch it and you get stabbed.
America.
Oh my God, I'm counting down the minutes till you leave now. Oh.
So yes, we are joined today live
by the Redheaded She Demon from New Mexico.
Hello.
Hello.
She kind of got a little twinkle in her eye when you said Redheaded She Demon. She was like, yes.
They know. But she's not a real Redheaded She Demon, though. She's like the No Frills knockoff. You dyed your hair.
Yeah, I did.
It's not real.
It's okay. It looks good.
But, I'm very excited, Dan. We took her, how am I going to put it delicately? Comic-Con cherry? Her virginity?
Comic-Con virginity.
We weren't gentle. You also played the role of Mule.
Introduced her to going to a live Comic-Con.
Yeah. So Beacon Switches was new to you.
Very G-rated.
Very new.
Say that.
Was it gentle?
Yes.
What?
I'm going to say yes.
Really?
So Nickel City Comic Con in Buffalo, New York. It had lots of great people who were there. Highlighted, I would say Hulk Hogan was the main. Hulk Hogan.
He was the main draw for only Saturday.
For only Saturday, they had Hulk Hogan there, and man, there was lineups to meet Hogan.
You know, I just realized.
What's that?
We didn't see Ricky Steamboat.
But we weren't even looking for Ricky Steamboat.
But stop it.
Maybe he didn't show.
I just realized it. I don't recall.
Maybe he was Sunday only.
Anyways, we got to meet the immortal Hulk Hogan.
Yes, we did.
How do you feel about that, Daniella? When you touched him?
I was pretty excited to touch him. he called me a pretty lady. I was very flattered.
And I called him Thunderlips.
Yes.
I just profusely kept thanking him for being an amazing person.
I called him Thunderlips.
Of course you
Thunderlips, and I think he gave me that's good. Shit.
I know, huh?
No, this guy's a fucking dweeb.
And other wrestling superstars, the Young Bucks.
The Bucks of Youth.
The Young Bucks.
We have, in my possession, which AJ has a copy too, a signed photo to AJ saying, AJ, eat a bag of dicks.
Eat a bag of wieners. Of dicks.
And eat a bag of wieners.
Yes.
Love the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks.
He had, he popped for that. He was very happy he got that.
Yes.
And, it's funny. He said this to me yesterday. I'm like, I was going to get one of them to write, get your passport. And he said, you should have done it. Because
yeah, damn.
I can't believe I needed told.
If we could Photoshop another one, we can get another picture that I'll write it. He won't know the difference.
He won't know the
He's
difference.
He's got bad eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Get your passport. You could have met the Bucks of Youth.
Who is this from? Betty White. Just get a picture of Betty White that says, AJ, I will die if you don't get your passport.
You know what we should do?
What?
Just, we can find online, find all these 8x10s of random celebrities that he has no intentions
and
of
just
meeting,
make our own autographs on it that says, get your passport.
Or eat a bag of dicks, love Betty White.
That's a good idea.
That's perfect.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, just get different people to sign it.
Just send them to him every now and then in
just
the mail.
Random person on the road. Do you
like
mind autographing this, please?
Is that a picture of the microphone gaffer from Cloverfield 1 and it says, eat a bag of dicks?
Yes.
Like, what the hell, man?
I'll never know the difference.
He's gonna have a wall of shame as well as much as what I do.
Yeah, it will be more shame.
It's weird that all his photos are gonna say "eat a bag of dicks."
Now, getting back to Nickel City Comic Con.
Back to it.
We are trying to stay on topic.
Trying.
Stay on topic.
Damn it, Dan.
Stay on topic.
It's because I've been saying that to you all weekend. Stay on target.
Stay on topic.
Stay on target.
And I would just say loosen up.
Okay, so we interviewed a ton of people this weekend.
Tons.
The one I wanted to interview did not happen.
Which one was that?
Oh, Ken.
What?
Is that his name?
Ken. Oh, yes. I definitely... So me and Daniella had a chance to sit down with Ken Lashley when you were out on a spiritual journey somewhere.
Yes.
I don't know where you went.
I was prepping.
Prepping.
No, I need to have my prep time where it's my quiet personal time.
Okay.
And
do you do like hot yoga during this?
No, but I actually legit...
ADP yoga?
I breathe.
Do you breathe?
Yes.
Breathe in nicotine?
No. That too.
I was going to say, because we actually have photographic evidence of that.
There is one. And, so, no, like what I like to do is I like to just be by myself, go over my notes.
Your notes?
My notes?
Cue cards?
Well, yes.
The cue card, I don't commend you for that. The cue cards were very useful this weekend.
Exactly.
Even though we barely used them.
I did.
Well, no. But the first one, for sure.
I used them for everyone except for Jeremy Bullock. I used
that kind of got kiboshed on us.
A little bit. And I like to just go by myself and just breathe and just kind of, just let all the nerves out, let them all out, and then just think and be by myself and, go over my notes and get everything fresh in my head. Mm-hmm. So when I go into it, I can, clear mind. It's my
Happy
zen time.
thoughts?
It's my zen time.
That's fair. We have photographic evidence of him outside clearing his thoughts.
We do.
What the fuck?
I didn't do it. She did it.
I know.
There's like 5 pictures of you going, what the fuck?
It's okay. 2 pictures. 2 pictures, one he was aware of.
I'm making the timeout sound.
Okay. Time out. We'll just change topics. Changing topics. Segway.
You don't have fucking paper here, so I can't write something that you don't see that I have. I'm not. Fuck.
All it's going to say is fuck off and stop talking about it. We can tell by your facial expression that's what you're saying.
Time out. Dan out. Be right back.
Oh, he's going for a walk. Are you going to go find a piece of paper and come back?
Nope.
Oh, you going to the bathroom?
Nope.
Are you going... Okay. I think he's mad. You are looking for paper.
What is he doing?
I don't know. Dan, we're in the middle of it. Oh, okay. No. Jesus Christ. What is he doing?
Animal.
He's going to the whiteboard.
Literally climbing on everything.
Dan, keep in mind your handwriting is not legible. Really? Of course, you grabbed the marker that's dying. What about bestiality? I don't. Well, I mean, I'm not judging you on that. Are you gonna judge him on that?
Oh, I'm absolutely judging.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's still climbing on everything.
You could just said after the fact. This music's very soothing. I can actually hear the squeaking of the marker in the headset. I know. I was already not including that. Okay. Oh. Eat a bag of Cheetos.
Do you have one? Are you offering?
Do you have Cheetos? You have Cheetos on
Do
you
you
right now?
Cheetos?
I don't think I have Cheetos.
Pickle fucker.
Pickle fucker.
No, it's pun fucker.
No, pun fucker. It's pun fucker.
I just cleaned that 2 days ago.
Yeah, we literally washed that down.
I did.
Oh, he's going back?
And
Dan, we're supposed to be having a professional conversation about Nickel City Comic Con, and now you're writing profanity on a whiteboard.
What a fucking prick.
I don't understand, Dan. I thought we bonded in the last episode. Okay, where's the... I would have just gave you the actual eraser.
You were smearing it
No,
everywhere.
he's not. It's fine. I'm sorry for our audience. I don't know what Dan's doing.
I'm gonna have to re-clean this.
Are we gonna have enough time? Are you gonna come sit down to the show again? No, he's writing more. Here we go. Is that a sad face? Why are you sad?
Don't be sad, Dan.
Why are you sad, Dan? Do you want to talk about it?
I'm not sad. I'm always happy.
You drew a sad face on my whiteboard. Or is that like an upside down ball sack? Like
It's a really depressing ball sack.
okay, so
Hello.
whoa. So Dan, who did you interview this weekend?
We started our first panel was with one Jeremy Duvall.
Now, let's just be honest with everyone. We kind of went into this one like, what do we say? Of course, Dan's like, oh, fucking the best movie of all time, Gone in 60 Seconds.
No, I said I really enjoyed SLC Punk, Salt Lake City Punk.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't see it. You're like, I didn't see it. And
I
usually,
did see it.
I would say 95% of the time when we talk about things, it's like, I'm the guy who hasn't seen it.
It's true. Once in a while, but sometimes you have to have a win once in a while, Dan.
And doing a little bit of research, and actually I did quite a bit of research on it. And we had a panel with him, and it was a great conversation.
It really set the tone.
It did.
We were the first panel of this convention.
That's right. And he
with
was
7 people in the room.
Yes, he was very energetic, and it was a great conversation. He was awesome. Did you just press enter?
What? Don't touch that.
What happens when you do?
Yeah. What if you would have stopped the feed? I would have deer shanked you.
Would have been doing us all a favor.
What else did we do Friday?
What else did we do Friday? We talked to that horror movie guy.
The horror movie guy?
With the bad puns, who outpunned me.
What is it? I'm gonna find out right now what his name is.
Oh, fuck.
I have it right here.
I have a bad memory.
I have 3 mouses and keyboards happening at the same time.
Would 3 mouses be mice?
Shut up.
I've actually looked into that, and for when you're talking about the keyboard mouse, you
Yes.
continue with mouses.
James Balsamo.
Balsamo.
Reason why we interviewed him, he had a giant pizza on his wall.
He did. He had an inflatable pizza and a sign that says "Get
Not like the
killed
pizza
in
that
a
I
horror
actually
movie
ate
today."
that weekend. We can
What
never
was with
just.
the pizza boxes?
I'm sure it's something.
I tried to ask him, and he just took over.
He wrecked you.
Destroyed me.
Like, I mean,
The dude has his own fucking pun book.
he does have his own pun book. You know what he reminds me of? That over-energetic car salesman with the wacky inflatable tube guys.
I like the wacky inflatable tube guys that are always dancing.
Yeah. You'd be that type of person that didn't ever work out as a job. Also on Friday, we got to get our photo op with the Bucks of Youth.
Ah, the Young Bucks.
Fantastic. We had a great conversation with them. I thanked them personally for, not thanked them, but congratulated them on their all-in pay-per-view or show that sold out like an hour. Filled a 10,000 seat. No one's done that since WWE, and before that was WCW. No one's done this since.
Has any indie feds ever filled that many?
No. I think Ring of Honor only gets up to 5,000 ever.
Really?
Yeah. And Ring of
That's the
Honor's
one where
been
they
around for a long time.
That's the one where they throw the toilet paper in the ring, right?
That's New Japan.
New Japan throws toilet paper?
Yeah. New Japan's had 10,000, but that they don't count New Japan because it's not North America, because everything outside North America doesn't count. Anyways, so that was Friday. Saturday, who'd you interview?
Saturday we started also the first panel of the day with creator of The Crow, James O'Barr.
Last time I talked to James was 2 years ago, and we were told not to talk about The Crow. So we kind of went into this one a little bit of worry. And, wow.
You even volunteered a little bit on that.
Yeah. It was really dark.
It was, but I have listened to other interviews with him, and believe it or not, it was a lot more upbeat than some of his other interviews that he's done. We had a nice little chat about music and about, of course, everything Crow, from the beginnings to now with a new movie possible, and it was a wonderful conversation with a nice man.
Very nice man.
Yes.
You got a photo with him too.
Sure did.
Yes. And then you interviewed YouTube sensation, which I don't know if he still is anymore.
I'm not sure about the angry video game nerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
I literally did not hear your interview whatsoever. So was it good?
I can't remember. I think it was good.
I barely heard it.
It was me listing off obscure games and him not really knowing, and then asking what are the worst games and kind of stuff. He's angry. He's a video game nerd. How it started.
I don't know. He just did not strike me as the YouTube personality that he is. You know.
But the great thing about being a personality and, you know, kind of going into acting and everything is it's great to be able to flick on a switch and be a completely different person.
Yes. Sure.
That is very enjoyable to do.
Flick.
And boom, you are someone else.
Flick.
He's been trying to flick me out of here since Wednesday.
Well, when he flicks, you got to get a different personality then. See?
You're telling someone who's batshit crazy that you have a different personality. What the fuck's wrong with you? See?
See? Look at that. I saw that.
Sweet mother of
well
God.
Done.
Mother of God.
And, yeah, so then after that...
What else did you do?
Well, we had that certain gentleman, it was Smithers in James Bond.
Smithers.
He was also in some Doctor Who.
Doctor Who!
He was also a Shakespearean actor.
Oh.
But you might know him better as Boba fucking Fett.
I knew him as that lieutenant.
Shaquille?
Yeah, that's how I knew him.
The one who grabbed Princess Leia's arm?
Yep.
Yes. Also, I didn't get to
shit.
talk with it because he started going into like training exercises for actors with the audience and having everybody say, "I'm Boba Fett."
It was really weird because the audience didn't know how to react.
No.
And we were kind of trapped out in left field.
I was terrified because after speaking, you know, like he's coming up to 80 years old.
Yep, 79.
And
yeah.
you know, no, he's 79.
He's 79. He's 79 now. Yeah.
And you know, he kind of, you know, sometimes doesn't answer things right and whatnot, but you know, he's with it. He knows what's going on. But he was walking around the stage and he was getting to the like edge of the stage, and I literally was shadowing him.
Oh God!
Like literally putting my hands out, like
Yeah.
I didn't want him to fall off the stage.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, no, he asked for me to help him down
did
off the
just fine.
stage. But when he was on the stage, moving around, I was literally like shadowing him
No,
just
you
in
did
case
the
he
right
fell.
thing. You did the right thing. You
Well,
should be
it's just
there.
respect for the elderly gentleman, and you know, I was there for him. His wife asked if I would.
I think we should have. My takeaway from that is that I should have been a little bit more direct with the people asking the questions. Like, let's not get ridiculous on the questions here. You know.
Yeah, but you kind of can't really say that.
Yeah.
They're fan questions. I mean,
Exactly.
There's going to be some level of really.
I think that's in my opinion, I think that's why he kind of started pandering more to the audience and the I am Boba that thing, because
I think
some
all
of the
that
questions started
was-
getting all expanded universe and stuff like that, and you're just like,
I think all it was because they kept asking him what it was like being on set, what it was like doing all this, and I think what he was doing was trying to give them a feel for it.
Yeah.
Because when you're on set, you know, you have your director sitting there telling you, no, say it this way, say it with this, say it with that, and that's what he was doing with them.
Yeah.
And then having them improv a little and see
I
what it's
honestly
like.
didn't think of that, but now that you say that,
Yeah, that makes a lot of
100%
sense,
makes
yeah.
total
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
The little elevator thing, that was all showing them what it's like on set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I didn't get the elevator thing.
No, I didn't even know what was happening. No one
No.
clued me in. I don't know if I zoned out.
It's all just.
Yeah, because you started going to more questions, and he's like, "Let's get some people on stage." I'm like, "Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go to our next question." Wait a second. Just
What
a
the
minute,
fuck?
we're not done.
No one ran it past me here.
No.
I think that was great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the audience ate it up.
So our first panel, we had like 7 people. Our second panel had like, what, 10 maybe?
More than that.
Maybe 15?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then our third panel was half of room A. Is that
Yeah. I want to say a good half.
And that's a lot of seats.
There was a large amount of
You could
people.
be looking at a half to 2/3. There were a lot of people in there.
I mean, this was kind of the first time we ever moderated a panel, though. So it was just kind of like we were saying earlier. It was kind of a little bit awkward as we were waiting for Jeremy to arrive.
Yes, there was definitely awkward moments. But I
Trying
will
to tell
say,
jokes.
for my first time doing panel moderating, I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Being able to have a live conversation with a celebrity, you know, like I've said before, as long as I have time to do my research before, like I can find out freaking everything about them.
Right.
And yeah, the one said, "You did your research, or you did your homework." Yeah, like, you know, to be able to have those, just be able to carry the conversation and be able to, you know, go off on different things. And when that conversation dies, boom, here's something else I'm going to throw at you. And I really, really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
You guys killed it. You guys did great.
Well, thank you.
Well, I think I was okay. Even though I gave myself a mini panic attack before Jeremy came in, but
You do that.
I do that.
Yes.
I do that. I'm good now.
Yeah.
Good now. The medication kicked in today.
There you go.
I've been pretty calm today.
Well, it's all stuff you just got to go through.
Yeah. So they had a great horror fest as well. Like we had like 3 different Jason Voorhees there. We had none of them came hotter. And one Michael Myers. You had the guy that was in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Jesse, the Crypt Keeper. Which, like, should we do something with him? I think the only thing we would have ever done with him is like, can we get a soundbite? Like, what kind of questions do you ask him? What's it like to be the voice of a puppet? How's that go?
Oh. I'm the Crypt Keeper.
That's it.
You're gonna eat me chicken.
Do you guys talk to him?
No. When he finally became available, it was just kind of like, you know?
Yeah.
We were already winding down, so
It got to a point where it was just like, you know what, we've gotten quite a bit.
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing what we're doing. Let's end it on a good note.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool soundbite.
It was a very.
Oh yeah, it would have been a really good soundbite.
The Disney plaque that Jen loved.
Oh, did she?
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
look at you.
loves the Disney plaque.
Look at you.
And now the latest talk.
Oh no.
Disney Vacation Club, buddy.
Oh god.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. It's official. It's official. Take my money, Walt. Take it. Even though you're dead, take my money. All of it.
So, Danielle, what'd you think of Nickel City Comic Con? Since this was your first convention, so what's your overall opinions
You'd call
of
it
it?
a mid-size convention?
I would say mid to small.
Mid to small?
Like,
They had great guests for
They
us,
had great
you
guests and
know.
they had a lot of activities. I take in head count as well. Friday was ghost townish, but typically Fridays are.
Yeah.
Saturday, it was okay. Mind you, we're used to fan expo crowds, so to us that's small. But anyways,
See, I almost prefer the ones that are a little bit smaller like that you can move around to the fan expo where it takes you a fucking hour to get from one side of the room to the other.
Sure. So what'd you think of it, Daniela?
I thought it was good. It was fun. So in New Mexico, we have dozens and dozens of different conventions every year. This is my first Comic-Con. I've been to dozens of conventions, so really this is just kind of a different environment. Same thing though.
Like, what type of
Booths
conventions do you
with
mean?
More current.
Shirts, things people make, different crafts.
Like EtsyCon.
I've not been to an EtsyCon.
I don't even know if there is one.
I don't think that exists.
Probably is.
Maybe.
I mean, there's conventions for like fabric.
Art fairs.
Well, yeah.
Gun conventions.
Not in America.
They have gun conventions?
Oh yeah.
Where it's just a bunch of people buying illegal guns?
I mean, just like you have a Comic-Con, you have people with the food that they make. You have people with cosmetic stuff. You have people with everything guns. You have, there's
signs that say
dozens
guns
of
don't
different
kill
conventions.
people.
Yeah,
I do.
probably. Yeah. Little hideaway canisters. But it was fun. I haven't been to a Comic-Con before where people are dressing up and getting into all that. So that was fun.
Which is funny because there wasn't really that much cosplay.
Not really.
No, there wasn't.
Comparatively, what we see all the time.
Well, it seems to be like year after year, cosplay is less and less now. Like, you do have your people who love it and do it and go all out, but more and more people are doing it less and less. If that made any sense.
No, it made a lot of sense. I just don't feel... I think people got away from the purpose of cosplay in one way. They got away from... make this really sick suit and everyone can, say, that's amazing,
Now it's just signatures and photo ops.
Well, not that. I mean, now it's like cos famous. It's like, well, this is my step into modeling. This is my step into, and it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Some people use it as a stepping stone now.
But was it also before fans would create something for a love of something, and now it's turning more into a look at that fucking costume, that was so shitty.
That's
like
what they
judging.
It's just, and if you don't like that person or whatever, you fucking everyone just starts picking on that person. And I think it's, and they say, well, we can't do that. And that's a huge thing, is everyone goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Well, we don't do that. That's a no-no. Don't do that. But you still do it. I don't know. There's two things I hate about cosplay. I hate people who take cosplay for granted and don't actually have a love for it. They just say, well, here's my Pikachu costume. It's a yellow bikini and I have ears on.
Good for
That's
you.
not cosplay. But thanks for coming out.
Get your signature and go home.
Seriously. I just irritate. Two, and then people who just don't put any effort into their costume at all. Zero.
Aren't those the same thing?
No. Because that's not effort. They just buy. I've seen people come in, this is my Deadpool costume, and they'll buy a mask, and then they'll just I can't even explain the things I've seen. It just hurt my brain.
Yeah.
Wearing a red onesie.
Or a red onesie, or, people can say, well, you're discriminating. Well, not really. I feel like if you're going to try and, do something, it's kind of like what I put on my Facebook today, put 110% in what you want to do. Don't half-ass it. I just hate people who half-ass shit.
Maximum effort.
I
guess the comparison I'm making is Halloween costumes versus cosplay. People don't see the difference between the two.
That doesn't really bother me. Some people just don't want to get. Trust me, cosplay gets very expensive.
I believe it.
Some of the costumes I've just been talking to some of the people over the years told me how much they put into it. Just ridiculous what they put into it. But it's their craft. If someone feels that buying that Walmart Superman costume puts them over, then it puts them over.
Yeah.
That's fine, I guess. I don't know. I just hate when people just don't even put any effort into it all, but then expect the world of recognition behind it. You know what I mean? Because it's clearly evident that they half-assed it. But that's just me.
Maximum effort.
But I did notice this. Now, commend you, Nickel City Comic Con. There was barely any Harleys. I saw 3.
Yeah, it's true.
There were a solid 3.
Yeah.
No, the year the Suicide Squad came out, we did this video called what did we call it?
I can't remember.
The Ballad of Harley Quinns, maybe. It was he literally stopped 40 to 50 Harley Quinns from. We didn't really have to go out of our way. We were walking from the north building to the south building in Fan Expo. 10 feet. Oh look, another Harley Quinn. All I need you to say is, "I'm Harley Quinn." That's it.
Well, I saw maybe 1 or 2 Suicide Squad Harleys and 3 Batman Harleys.
Yeah. That's okay. I didn't see any Deadpools, though.
No, I didn't see any.
I saw people wearing red. A mask. I don't know if that was Deadpool.
Yeah. Well.
Could have been Superman.
But I will commend them this as well, is that they actually had a lot of nice sets there. They had a Stranger Things set there. They had a They had a Jabba the Hutt there.
Fest.
Yep. A lot of cool things like that constantly going on. So
I also do for people who are super fans of certain things, they do certain things like movie screeners with the star of the movie, VIP Q&As and stuff, that if you're an Uber fan and pay that little bit extra, you have that really personal one-on-one, and something that you can't get unless you're at a con like this. And I think that was something that's really neat to do.
But the only real feedback I have to this is from what we discussed about even at the convention. Know your audience.
Yeah.
You knew Hulk Hogan was coming.
Well, that's for the vendors, really. That's not for the con.
Well, not the con. Okay, the vendors. But if you want to make money, that is something you make money off.
They had Bullet Club shirts everywhere.
Well, yeah, because
they were
Young Bucks were selling them.
Exactly, but they also had them in other booths.
Yeah, but they didn't have the
hot
super
item.
And there were no Hulk Hogan shirts. There was a Hulk Mania shirt and a very small supply of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was upset.
But my thought was, when I was saying to Todd, when you're, if I'm a vendor at a Comic-Con that's selling shirts and little trinkets and things like that, if I have William Shatner coming, I'm going to get a bunch of different William Shatner things. Mm-hmm. So people will be like, "Oh my God, William Shatner! I am going to get that autograph. I have some extra money. I need something to get autographed. Okay, how about one of these prints or this shirt or this kind of thing?" And they just show up to make the money and expect everything's going to sell. But maybe they're going to sell a little bit better if they, the one guy, I was talking to this one vendor for a while, and he had license plates. And he had a copy of the Out of Time license, out-of-time license plate from the DeLorean in Back to the Future. And I'm like, dude, if you brought those to Fan Expo, you could possibly sell a shit ton. And then people can go and get the signatures on it. That'd be the coolest thing, getting the cast of Back to the Future signing the license plate for it. But, you know, they don't think that far in advance.
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's how we're ending.
Well played, sir.
But even though, you know what, I'm not going to say the con, but I mean, they could have also had a hand in it too. They had their own tables on their own merchandising and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
But if you run a con, are you able to get licensed, like Hogan, or licensed this?
I'm sure they could have worked out a deal with Hogan, because Hogan has his own store in Pro Wrestling Tees.
And then they're going to want to get cuts of it, though.
Like, there's certain shirts that you can't sell if they're copyrighted by WWE. But he has a whole store of different shirts.
I don't think that applies in the same way for reselling, not in America.
Well, if a vendor went out and purchased all these shirts, that is different.
Yeah.
But if they made them.
Well, if you want to make them, but that's just a lot of damn work. I know I don't have the energy for that. That's just way too much work. So, I think this is it. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little sleepy myself.
We gotta go to sleep.
Got
Are you a
plane to
rocket
sleep
man?
on tomorrow.
Rocket man. Burning out his fuse out here alone.
This is fucking awesome. Look at him just looking at a cigarette. Smoking so methodically.
Mars ain't the kind of place to raise a kid.
Does he not realize how horrible he sounds?
In fact, it's
Does he
cold
do
as
this
hell.
purposely?
No, he actually had like his own CD.
Yeah, he's got a couple.
And there's no one there to raise them.
He doesn't even really sound. He just sounds like William Shatner.
No, he just talks.
It's just him.
He
He's
does
his
a-
own category.
He does a cover of Pulp Common People, which is pretty funny.
Science.
Keep popping my
I
peas.
don't understand.
Popping my peas.
It's just a job.
Popping
5
peas.
days a week.
Well, we had a very fun weekend at Nickel City Comic Con. We are tired. So that is it from us. Go ahead, Dan.
Just want to give a shout out, Nickel City. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to do what we did this weekend.
A long, long time.
Bye bye.
Touchdown brings me around again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man.